What's up, guys? It's Goose from the Wise Wealth Discord coming back at you with another Sunday watch list. I do apologize. I'm trying to get ready for work right now, so I'm a little busy. I don't mean to have the uniform on, but it is what it is. I feel like anything's better than nothing. Tuesday, I'm going over some economic data really quick. We have FOMC, core durable goods this morning, durable goods orders. A lot of FOMC members speaking. And we have the meeting minutes on Wednesday. We also have NVIDIA earnings. That's going to be huge for QQQ. Unemployment claims, then core PCE, some hopefully some positive economic data when it comes to inflation and stuff. I'm assuming that's still trending in the right direction. We'll see. Right now, the forecast is 0.1% higher. So if it does come in negative, that probably is going to be a good thing. As you can see, we had that EU news to start Friday off last week, and it was a huge drop. Then we slowly got bought back up, right back into range on SPY, QQQ, same thing. The one concerning thing that I see, like in the bigger time frames, is that ultimate trend line that we were battling since 2022, that bottom. We kind of came back up, and it looks like we're slightly trying to like retest that area. That will still be around all-time highs, but that's something where I think could like show as a sign of resistance potentially if we do work our way back up there. But back in range, I mean, you just really have to wait to see if we do get above these levels or we start to break below and fill that gap. Pretty big range, so you could still play it, but as of right now, I've been super patient since last week. IWM coming right back in. They filled that whole gap, came back, tested their 50, and got a huge bounce. But they're right at previous support now turned resistance. So we'll see how it plays out. QQQ got above theirs. They broke it down Friday, got denied, and then the news that Trump is delaying until July 9th, I believe, for the European Union tariffs. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. Kind of want to get into equities now. Bitcoin still very bullish movement, moving up higher. If it does get above its all-time high at 112, you can start to see 113, 114, 116. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, just mounting their all-time highs, building a support there that's very, very bullish. That's a huge risk on aspect. Apple, one of the weaker names, it was bear flagging. It did break down. It's below its 50 and its 200. Be careful around this 180 level. If it starts to lose that, that's when it really could start to get ugly. Because the ultimate trend line that it's been holding for a while is still held well, but very weak on its recovery and below its 50 days. So Apple definitely not one of the stronger names. Microsoft above all moving averages. Um, just trying to base and mount right towards all-time highs. We'll see if we do get that blow off top. I think Nvidia earnings is going to be kind of the telltale sign if we do get that. But come back if we do retest around the 440 area. That would be awesome. A great level of support. Not really a big fan of the rising wedge that's kind of got it going on. I just feel like that's really like just lackluster momentum. Like something like that during earnings is great, something like this, you know what I mean? But it just looks kind of ugly, in my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's bound to go down, but there's definitely a divergence there from this high. It's been going down on the RSI since, but ever so slowly inching up. So watch that. The 50's starting to curl up. That's a good thing. Nvidia, they have earnings this week, so they easily could get to all-time highs. They're right in this chop zone that they've been in. If they do start to drop, watch that 200-day at 125. If they get below that, there's a gap below the 120 area are good points of accumulation. I do think Nvidia is still a great company regardless, even in the short term of earnings. We'll see what happens if they see anything bad, but still a great company, great looking chart, flagging up perfectly. You can see that they're trying to go, so I probably wouldn't play too many options knowing that their earnings are coming up, usually a little weird uh, movement, but that's a beautiful flag and they're starting to break. Anything above 136 obviously could start to move into all-time highs around that 150 area. Tesla, we've been watching for a while, man. I'm excited. I think this one's going to be good to go after NVIDIA earnings because you know how the base usually happens after an earnings. Once NVIDIA starts basing out and going sideways, I'm assuming that's when Tesla's going to start having their blow off. But we'll see. Robotaxi next month, I think towards the end of the month in June. Um, it could definitely run into that. My price target right now is about 400 to 500. I know that's a huge range, but 500 is their close to their all-time highs. 400 is like the break of this small structure. We'll see in the overall how it goes. But getting above this big little flag that it had, and then boom, it had that pop. Now it's consolidating. You really just want to watch it within this range. You get above that 350, 360 area, it's going to be beautiful. You get below 328, 330, it could start to fill this gap down here. You never really know exactly how it's going to play out, but it does look very, very bullish. You have Meta as well looking very good. It broke above its previous resistance. Now it's basing it, flagging it. So you just want to see that pop above, previous highs at 665, and a lot of these setups do look really, really good, look really bullish action. I know I've brought up some of the like bear thesis with some of the yields and stuff, but until some of that news starts to flow through, it doesn't matter. We just got to take what we have, and the charts look very, very good. AMD, another one that's kind of like breaking out of a big downtrend, finally broke out. All these charts have very similar looks. Google, they're finally getting some love above their 50, trying to get above their 200. They're kind of battling it now. But these levels are what you want to see, these purple lines. If you're getting above and basing them, that's huge. Amazon, very close look to how all the rest of them look. They have the big pop. Now they're testing their 200. You get that thrust higher at 227, that breakthrough all-time highs. We have yet to see. But I appreciate you guys checking in. If you have any questions or concerns, just let me know what stocks you want me to overview. I know I always go over the same ETFs and big things, but we'll see. Big week with NVIDIA earnings, a little bit of economic data coming out as well. So good luck to everyone. We'll be sure to be in the Discord and updating you guys daily on the moves that are happening. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.